Hello and welcome to another update video about MATIC. MATIC shows an initial reaction now to the support area, to the trading area defined. Mentioned to you yesterday that a low could have been struck, but we didn't have enough evidence. Yep, this could have been an A wave, a B wave, yeah, and possibly this B wave indeed has formed a low. So there is no change to the wave count needed. Let's dive into this in a minute. First of all, just for anybody who's new on this channel, we have a 5-wave move to the upside as suggested from the September lows in 2023. So it gives us an idea that the trend is indeed up, and that means we're typically watching for a corrective pullback afterwards. The pullback could be all of wave 2 because it's a 3-wave move and it's already deep enough for all of wave 2. Yeah, A, B, C, and the C wave has 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Possibly a diagonal. That's a possibility. It's also technically possible that this wave 2 stretches out. That's what I would, prefer from a structural point of view. I always have to align with probabilities, but that's not really, let's say, a prediction. The idea is that because we have 5 waves up, anywhere this price should have come into the support area, which it did, which you can see as a target area for a wave 2, and somewhere from here, and we have to give markets that space, especially in the crypto market, the turnaround is expected. So strategically, tactically, it could have made sense to maybe layer in, scale in a little bit as the price dipped into support, maybe get a little bit aggressive here on this swing low, and now just see where the price is heading and take some partial profits maybe, if the price can manage to reach the resistance area, okay? So just tactically, because you don't know if the wave 2 is finished or not. We won't know until the market has formed a 5-wave move to the upside, which would mean we need to see, instead of the 3 that are shown here, A, B, C, we need to see 5 waves up above resistance. And then a 3-wave pullback. Only then we can say the low is in. Until then, there is a risk that is forming a more extended ABC structure, which would also be an opportunity. So that means, for anybody who layered in the support area, it might be worth a thought to maybe use the resistance area to take some partial profits, but that's essentially up to you. To take some partial profits, yeah, and that's essentially up to you. I think there is a high chance that the price dips into the support area again because of the time and the duration that the wave 1 took. I mean, we talk about a few months here to the upside from September, and it's just not very common. It's not invalid. It's just not very common that the correction only takes 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah, if the increase, the diagonal, was quite rapid, the pullback should take a little bit of time. Then again, the Elliott wave principle teaches us that pullbacks after diagonals are oftentimes sharp. That's a pretty sharp pullback. It's not too aggressive. It's a nice 3-wave move. So yeah, I mean, you can understand that if it's a diagonal to the upside, the pullback might happen a little bit faster. So it's not worth speculating too much about it because we don't know. The point is, the price reached the support area. I also added a few positions. I always mention that on Discord and Telegram. And if there is a B-wave rally, I will take some partial profits. If the rally continues already in the 3rd wave and the wave 2 is already in, even better, it's a profitable trade. There are more than enough setups, and I will not take all profits. By the way, even if we get 5 waves up, let's say it does this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 above resistance, there should be another pullback anyway to maybe add again, and then we go, yeah? The idea of profit taking is just to not let it turn into a losing trade, and also to capture some profits because there are many trading opportunities at the moment in the crypto market. It's just that this week especially, or today especially, there are likely going to be a lot of distortions. So be aware that the market could test its extremes, the waves could test their respective extremes basically. Okay, so B waves, for example, can overshoot. As long as we only have 3 waves up, the B wave can easily overshoot. Now, resistance, that's only standard resistance. I mentioned that before. It's not an invalidation point for a C wave down. if the B wave overshoots. This is just standard resistance to give you a little bit of a landmark on the chart that tells you where the price might face some rejections. We've got 89.8 cents, 94 cents, and then $1. And yeah, as long as the price is below that level, I think there's a high chance for a low in wave C. Break above that level would increase probabilities for a direct breakout, but we will not be able to take the lower C wave off the chart until we have a 5-wave move up and 3-wave pullback that's large enough to give us confidence that wave 2 has formed the low. But the parameters are very well defined here on this chart. Resistances are clear. Structural resistance can be found in addition at $1.03 and then $1.09. And the third wave rally should take it ideally to $3 and beyond. But the minimum target, absolute minimum in a third wave, would be $1.56. I would be disappointed by that, however. The third should take it to ideally, let's say ideally at least 175, maybe higher. And then obviously it can always stretch out a little higher, right? And then we should get a 4-5 that could eventually take us here to $3 and beyond, after which we might see the next deeper pullback. This is a pretty good setup overall because it's a 1-2-1-2 setup from the June 22 lows. Okay, so the market already showed us a larger 1, a 2, a 1-2 setup, and this is another 1-2, okay, off wave 3, the larger degree third wave that I'm not even showing here. So it's a pretty good setup. At least I like it. You know, I can recognize the waves quite well. And it's looking good. So I keep you updated. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.